Hello guys and especially TV, welcome to my show. And so guys, tumepatana na Maliha Mohammed mwenye alishinda kwa Guinness
World Book of Records.
Guinness World Book of Records. Tutakuwa napiga story na yeye na tuambie lini anaenda kwa competition yeye na Hilda. So kindly keep watching this video till the end. Maliha, unaendeleaje?
I'm okay, alhamdulillah. Thank you.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Maybe Maliha ni nani?
I'm Chef Maliha Mohammed, born and raised in Mombasa. I'm a mother of 2 single parents, and I'm a cooking instructor. I teach people how to cook. I offer cooking classes. Also, I'm a Mombasa food tour guide for the tourists who come. I showcase Mombasa, and I'm a private chef. Those who hire me, they take me in to their vacations or to their staycations, and then what I do is I cook for them. Yeah.
That's all about Maliha. Maybe you have just said you're a single parent. Maybe what caused to be a single parent? You broke up, ama wewe ulikuwa tu single mother?
I don't know, but there's a lot to it. But I can say that my kids are a blessing, regardless of me being single. But my kids are a blessing to me. What's in the past will always stay in the past. Yeah, we move on.
How is it to be a single mother?
It's tough. It's tough out there. It's a lot of challenges as well. And you need to sacrifice, you need to compromise. There are things that you just have to cry yourself to bed just to sleep.
Okay, back to your story in chefing, chef. Maybe what led to you being a chef? Tuanze na hiyo story yako before kuwa chef sasa.
I've been cooking since the age of 10 years. My dad taught me how to cook, and my grandmother during the holidays after school. And I found myself that I love cooking. My mom, when she found out that I know how to cook, then that would be like, okay, now wewe utashikilia jikoni sasa ushakuwa mkubwa. And in Swahili, in Mombasa culture, if a girl grows up at the age of 8 to 9 to 10, anaanza kufundishwa polepole, upika chai, pika mayai, kafunike wali polepole, till gradually when she enters Form 1, she knows how to cook. Yeah. So after a while, I started working at an NGO company, and I was their cook, their chef for 5 years. I was working and was cooking for a staff of 100 employees. So we were cooking for them, and then over there you learn a lot. You learn about catering, you learn about how to measure the quantity. So I think without a doubt in any profession, a chef is a student his or her own life.
So haukwenda shule kusomea catering?
No, I'm self-taught. Yeah, YouTube has been my university.
YouTube peke yake, so umekuwa ukiwatch video kujifundisha tu polepole.
Exactly. Also, I have the privilege of working in Saudi Riyadh at a palace, Mjukuu wa Mfalme, and I was there as their cook and their waitress. So I got the information on different recipes of Middle Eastern recipes. Yeah.
Maybe when you are young, ulifikiria maybe at this point utakuwa chef ama ulikuwa na dream nyingine?
No. When I was young and when I was in my teenagehood in high school, we had a career day, and they used to ask us, what do you want to become? And my first answer was a gynecologist. Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. I just got off course with it, and then after high school, you wanted to get a job. You're an adult now, so it was like, okay, maybe gynecologist is not something that I would want to do, because I know there's so much studying that I had to shamaliza high school, then I study tena.
So kutaka story na kusoma
nikasema I have my freedom. Now I have to study for another 4 years or 5 years again. There'll be again exams. I don't want exams. Yeah.
Now, what was your parents' reaction maybe when you started cooking as a career now?
My mom passed away before she knew that I will do the cooking, but she's the one who motivated me to enter Royco Fota Flavor season 1 in 2014. I was a semi-finalist. I came out 3rd in the whole of Kenya. So she knew that I have something in me that outshines, and that's cooking. but she passed away just before I was crowned the third in Kenya.
So tell us more about your mom, venye ali contribute kwa career yako.
My mom, kama nilivyosema, when she knew that her own daughter, because I'm the firstborn in the family, that she knows how to cook, she's just washed her hands like, okay, now I have a personal chef in the house. So what she did, if she will go to the market or supermarket, buy the ingredients and bring it to me, place it on the table, and she'll be like, you cook now. What am I cooking? I don't know. Just cook food. I'm going out. When I come back, I want to see you cook. I want to see food on the table for lunch or for dinner. So with that, she made me be more creative, you know, to expand my thinking, my creativity. Like, okay, leo nitapika nini? The ingredients that I have, what can I cook? So with that, I found myself being very quick into bringing recipes. Yeah.
You won the Guinness Award 2019.
What people are mistaking me that I won the award. I did not win the award. In 2019, I cooked for 75 hours, 400 recipes in August. Now, Guinness World Record, after you have finished, you need to send your evidence to them. Once you send your evidence, they will have to review it and they will reply you in 3 months. Now, an Indian chef whom I had no idea about, she cooked in September, which I still did not know anything about India cooking in September, because I did it in August, so she did it in September. Now, she was crowned in December as the one who broke the record for 87 hours non-stop. My record was not verified. Yeah, so people was like, Chef Maliha ameshinda. I was the first African woman to successfully attempt in breaking the longest cooking marathon as an individual.
You just attempted.
I successfully attempted, but I was not verified. And then when I saw Chef Lata, she took the crown and she took the title and she broke the record. Was the existing record to break was 68 hours, but she did with 87 hours because she already knew there's an African chef who did with 75 hours. So she did for 87 hours. In December, she got the title. Yeah.
And how did you discover there is such competition?
I was working with an NGO, as I said before, and I found myself doing a job of 9 to 5 every single day. So it was a routine. It was just wake up, go to work, finish your hours, come back home, wake up tomorrow, go to hours. Then I was like, there's something more to me than just doing this. And I had a very wonderful boss she used to encourage me like, Chef Maliha, you can do so much, and I don't want you to hinder yourself to be in this NGO. I want you to spread your wings and fly. Do whatever you want. So that encouragement came out from there because of my boss. Now, I was in my lunch break, going through my university, my YouTube university, and I found out there's an American chef called Rickley Lampkin in California, USA, and he cooked for 68 hours. I'm like, I can do that for 75 hours. So I went to Guinness World Record. I did my application, and I was like, okay, 75 hours. I applied for it, and I had to wait for them to confirm and accept my application, which they did after 3 months, and I started training.
Okay, so now umepata hiyo chance ya kupika for 75 hours. Mtu anashangaa, ulikuwa unapika nini for 75 hours?
My official sponsors were from Fresh Fry, from Chef in Africa, from Seagas, Imani Collective, and Talanta Kenya, and Farmer's Choice as well. So what they did is they brought the ingredients to me and the things that I really required throughout the marathon. I had 6 gas stove burners, a hot plate, a griddle, a deep fryer, and ovens. So what I did, I will cook simultaneously 6 to 7 dishes at one time. And when the dishes are cooked, they will go to another department. I had 3 departments. The first one was the prep work, where Technical University of Mombasa students were doing all the prep work. the cutting, the dicing, the kneading. They will prepare everything for me, the blending of ingredients. Waandike tayari.
They were helping you.
Yes, they were helping me. And then I will be doing the cooking. Then when the food is cooked, it will go to another department for the orphans to eat. Because I was doing at Kenya Bay Beach Hotel. So we invited the orphans from different orphanages in Mombasa. Waje, wakule for breakfast, lunch, supper. And for when the food is remaining, my staff, my team, they could eat, because now I need them to work, but I don't want them to become zombies and not eating. Yeah.
So let's say hizi ingredients zenye wanaleta umewaandikia ukasema nataka hii na hii,
Yeah.
ama wao ndo wanaleta chenye wanafikiria unaweza
No,
pika?
they will tell me like, Chef Maliha, give us a list of things that you need and require during the attempt of 75 hours. So what I did, I'll write down the list and give it to them. And then they will get back to me and tell me that we have this and this and that. Yeah.
Na chakula yenye unafaa kupika wanakuambia
No,
pia?
no. My department is to make sure that I have cooked food. So Guinness World Record does not measure the amount of cooked food you cooked, but the hours you have gone through.
Oh.
Yes. So
Na tuseme food gani ulipika specific?
well, of course Swahili dishes. Lazima tuko Mombasa, lazima Swahili cuisine. And also I did local cuisine. Tuseme kama mokimo, githeri, mutura siwezi pika. And also, you know, these local stuff, sukuma wiki, ugali, things like that. And also international cuisine. I was cooking Indian cuisine, Spanish cuisine, Korean cuisine, Middle Eastern, Omani, Yemeni, yeah, things like that.
Na recipe ulikuwa unatumia recipe yako ama kulikuwa na specific procedure yenye unatumia?
Well, the recipes that these food that I cooked, it's already instilled in my mind. I already know how to cook them. So tayari kitu ambayo najua ya kupika already. So there's no recipe book. What I do is that it is something that I've learned over the past 20 years, but now showcasing it while cooking.
So let's say like skuma, nao unapika skuma, unaipika in different way ama ilikuwa unapika aje? Maybe unapika na kitunguu peke yake ndio ilikuwa in different ways, ama ulikuwa unapika aje ndio ikae different?
Well, of course kila mmoja ana taste yake. Kuna wale ambao sukuma wiki wanapenda waweke tomato, kuna wale ambao hawapendi kuweka tomato, wanataka tu roiko and kitunguu maji na mafuta. So I will do different versions of it. That people will just eat, because now when you are hungry tumbo yako haijui piko na nini nataka kula tu peke yake. And lakini for ugali I can say that I will see people after me nikisonga ugali wachukua ugali ndogo wanafanya kwenye bowl alafu na ugonga ukuta. If it lands on the wall ila mbichi bado, if it bounce back wananiambia imeiva hiyo. Yeah.
And ilikuwaje paka ukapata sasa umeshinda the award?
I did not get the
hiyo
award.
attempt sasa, so obviously
Yes.
ulikuwa announced as the best award winner.
Yeah.
Ilikuwaje paka ukakuwa announced sasa juu niliona ulifanywa interviews na KTN?
Yes, audio social media out there, it's massive, it is big. And when it trends in a dunia nzima. Guinness World Record also, they contacted me through my records manager team. And they were like, you know, everybody is saying that umeshinda, but I told them I cannot control how people react. They know that I'm breaking a record for Guinness World Records, but they already called me as a winner. So what I want is to be verified only to get the certificate. So because now you cannot use their name Guinness World Record, you need to pay for mentioning their name. It's a paid-in license.
Oh.
Yeah, and you're also using their logos as well. You need to pay for that because it's a global brand. Yeah.
And what were the things that you are not supposed to do during the cooking process?
You're not supposed to take any stimulants for your energy boosting. For energy boost, you're not supposed to take all that. And all the food must be cooked freshly. Yeah, you can marinate them in advance, but you cannot use like processed foods. Yeah.
And pia ulifanya attempt hiyo 2019 lakini ulinyamaza all that mpaka sahi after Hilda amewin ndio ukajitokeza sasa. Mbona uliamua this was the right time ya wewe kuja clear?
You see, after 2019 finished, we entered the pandemic year. 2020 was pandemic year, and I got laid off from my job. Niliachwa kazi mimi na wenzangu in the company that I used to work for. And you know, when they Guinness World Record, they don't pay you. This is the thing. They don't pay you. If they had paid me, of course, ningekuwa nimeshajiweka vizuri. But now they don't pay you. So I found myself being in the same place last year. Shona, struggling to survive, struggling to pay my rent, struggling to put food on the table. So now it's really devastated me. And then I have my friends and some of my family members mocking, insulting, like, you know, sasa umefanya yoyote, you are famous but you are broke. It disheartened me, it discouraged me as well, because now people are all laughing at you left, right and center. Nobody is actually talking to you, and you know, people don't care. They don't care. They just want to to diminish you and make you feel so unworthy. So iliniumiza sana. I went through isolating myself, and it was quarantine as well, so to be like, I just got disengaged with the social media, and then trying to get up from that stress in 2021, trying to find my feet as well. And in 2022 I was like, okay, cooking classes had stopped, nobody is going to come to you, so now you're trying to look for ways to bring income at your own home, and you're a single mom. What do? Shona, sponsors washaondoka, people have shut down their shops, they shut down their companies, and there's nothing going on, and now you don't have money. The money that you have reserved can only last you for 4 months. What about the other months? You have no idea what is going on. So I went to depression, I went into stress, I did not know what I was going to do. I gained also a lot of weight because of that, because now you're just at home, you're not doing anything, you're trying to stand on your 2 feet, like, please give me a break. But now kila moja kikuona, they're like laughing at you, insulting you, mockery is there. So I went through a lot. And then my daughter came and told me, because I have a 19-year-old daughter, she told me, like, Ma, don't give up on your dreams. With that word, it touched me so much, to the fact that I had to cry to my Lord and say, show me a sign. What do I do? Because this is in me. I feel like this is my calling. I feel like this is my purpose. You know, each and every one of us, we have greatness in us. We have a calling. So what's your calling? What's your purpose in life? Huwezi kuishi tu duniani without having anything, without achieving anything, without fulfilling anything. Even if you are 30 years old or 50 years old or 60 years old, there's something that you can do better. Now, 2022 December, I was like, let me send my application. I sent my application to Guinness World Record to break 2 world records. Not 1, but 2. So I sent the first application as the longest home kitchen cooking marathon for 2023, 75 hours for August 11. The second title that I was going to break was the longest cooking marathon as an individual for 100 hours, because the record to beat was the Indian record of 87 hours. So now, as I told myself, let me do for 100 hours this time. I told my family and friends again. They called me crazy, they called me suicidal, watoto wako kikufa na tangalia watoto wako and all that manenos.
Kufe nini sasa, ama walikuwa wanaona
sasa mwenyewe huna pesa utafanya vipi. They really discouraged me. But I already sent my application in December. It takes for them 3 months to reply your application. So December, January, February, the Guinness World Record replied me through my email, and they said, we have accepted your applications. Now we have sent you your rules and guidelines. Look over it and prepare yourself for a world record breaking attempt. So now I already got the consent from Guinness World Record in February. I tweeted in February telling people in my social media pages that Guinness World Record has accepted my application. So this time for Africa. Because now it's always the records are going to America, to India, Australia. Haijaland in Africa. You see? So I was like so excited about that, and then Ramadan came. When Ramadan came, I told my family and friends, it's time to connect yourself with God. It's Ramadan. Let me just connect with God and pray over this thing that I'm doing, because now you guys are not giving me the support. So let me ask God to show me a way, to give me a sign. Because now I was self-doubting myself. Okay, what if I die? Ushaona? Because tayari it's been in my mind. Tayari wanakuongelesha, of course it will affect you whether you like it or not. So after that, after Ramadan ilivyoisha, ikaja Mother's Day. My phone went crazy. Mother's Day, my phone went crazy. People were like, Hilda Basi. It was on Mother's Day on a Sunday. Hilda Basi is doing. I'm like, okay. How many hours she in? She's in 60 something, 70 something, 80 something. She's already broke 87 hours from the Indian chef record title, and now she's doing 96 hours. So I was following her through her YouTube live. She's just hit 96 hours. Then she changed her mind and did 100 hours. I'm like, whoa, nothing has happened to her. I'm like, okay, God, I see you, because I needed the sign from God. Like, if people are telling me you cannot do for 100 hours, you're going to die. And this lady from Africa, she did for 100 hours. God is telling me something. God is preparing me. God is putting me in this process. And I have to fall in love with the process, because it will build you up. And I was so happy because now it gave me all the strength that I need, because I never knew that somebody else is going to break a record. Because now it will be like the dream that you have. What do you think 1,000 people out there dream are same as yours? You can never know. Yeah. So when she did for 100 hours, I was so happy. I went to Guinness World Record website for my account. Under my account, I talked to my records manager team, because for every account for every record breaking title you do, you have a records manager team who are going to go through your records. So I talked to them, and they told me her attempt is under review. So I told them I want to change my time, because now this is the longest, not how many quantities of food you cook. It's the longest. So what I did, I changed my timing, and I want her to be verified, Hilda Basi, because she's a fellow African. I'm from Kenya, and she's from Nigeria. She's a fellow African. A win for her is a win for Africa, and a win for me is a win for Africa as well. So now, once she gets verified and she gets her title for May 2023, I will do mine in November 15. The August is for the home kitchen, and for November will be the longest cooking marathon. But the hours I cannot say until I get verification from Hilda Basi that she is now the new record title breaker.
That video you did on Instagram when you post, watu waliona ni kama ulifanya after Hilda amekuwa verified.
Yeah, I can say maybe the timing was not right. But when you go through my Twitter handle, you will see I had already posted it. But Kenyans and other people, they will not support you unless something big has happened. Now utaona watu wanajitokezea, okay fine, she did it. We are here to support her. Let us support her. Watu wakaanza kuamka sasa.
Now after winning the award, after your award ya Guinness your attempt, maybe what were the expectations? Umesema watu walikuwa wanakuongelea vibaya, such kind of things. What were the expectations from the community ama family?
They thought maybe Palemi naishi Kisauni. So people like, Kisauni is kwa ghetto. Why should I be kwa ghetto? Shona. But I will live according to my means. I will not live to please other people. Because as a single mom, a total, they're in school, they're in college, nobody's going to scratch your back. You will only scratch where mkono wako pale inafika ndo uta scratch. So people are like, saizi tunaweza kuona wewe ni Sonko, una gari, waishi Nyali, in a beach apartment, blah blah blah. It's all about the money. I'm here to make a difference, to aspire to make a difference. Because unajua watu wa Swahili like watu wanawake wako ni kazi yao ni kwenda jikoni. That is your place. Our dreams are not important. So now when someone stands up and said, no, my dreams have got no expiry date and I will chase after my dream. I will fight for my dreams. Inawapatia motisha watu wengine was like, okay, if she's doing it, I'm going to do it as well. Ushaona? Then stand up for yourself, because nobody's going to stand up. Nobody's going to believe in your own dreams.
Yeah. So in short, watu walikuwa expect to change lifestyle yako na pia usaidie wengine.
Hata dukani chini kwenye kiosk alivyoniona, chef wetu, they call me chief chef. Wengine wananiita mpishi bora, because those are the ghetto names they've given me. Tukuona saizi uko mtu wa Nyali, mtu utakuja hapa na gari yako tusalimie kwenye dirisha. I'm like, guys, come on. I have a long way. My daughters need to go to university. Huyu hata hajaingia high school. I'm not a materialistic type. I live in a very humble way, because that's how I was raised by my parents. We live in a humble way. I'd rather go out there and help the orphans or build a well, Ushona, but not to buy materialistic things. Of course, I want to live a life of financial freedom, financial stability, but at the same time, I want to show my daughters that you must work hard for your own self. I'm building a legacy for me. I'm building a legacy for my kids for them to understand that they can change their own storyline as well.
And also, do you have a special identity to define yourself as a chef, to differentiate yourself from other chefs?
I think what other chefs, they call me as, a lady who has so much passion into what she believes in. Someone who is not afraid to be adventurous. Someone who is very curious to learn more. Because now, if you're going to learn more, I want to learn more and more. I want to aim higher. I tell other chefs that don't allow yourself to be in this place for a very long time. You need to aim higher. See yourself after 5 years, where am I going to be? Because now, perhaps I wasted my time, but it is not yet over until I say it's over.
Maybe uko na specific recipe yenye unaitumia wewe mwenyewe, si mtu mwingine different, ama kitabu yenye umeandika ya recipe yenye watu wengine pia wanatumia through your name?
What I do is I do cooking classes and I teach people how to cook, and I usually incorporate different recipes from other cuisine. And one of my favorite cuisine is called Korean beef bulgogi or Korean chicken bulgogi. So when I teach my students and they cook that recipe to their own family, they're like, it's a super hit. Yeah, because that's my signature dish.
Yeah. And do you have different other awards, maybe different from the Guinness Award?
Well, I was given in 2019 as one of the 100 most top influential Muslims in Kenya. I was awarded under the lifestyle and culture. And also another award was in 2021. I was given by Kenya Tourism Award as one of the most influential and dedicated woman in Kenya. Yeah.
Na tukimalizia maybe, so meaning hautaenda competition with Hilda Basi?
There is no competition of Hilda Basi. Records are meant to be broken. Hilda Basi has set the records high by cooking 100 hours. What I do is I have to beat her time. There is no clashing, there is no stealing or claiming any records. You make your own record. Because now, in the Guinness World Record website, they will say that the first one was America, Brinkley Lumpkin, 68 hours. Now we have Indian chef, Lata Tandon, 87 hours. Now we have Nigerian chef, Hilda Basi, and then we have a Kenyan chef, Chef Maliha Mohammed. And maybe after me we'll have a Ghanaian chef or a South African chef or maybe an Indian chef. Records are meant to be broken, and that's the beauty of Guinness World Record or India Book of World Records or Asia Book of World Records. Records are meant to be broken. It does not matter that who or which country or which continent you are from. As long as your name is in the books, it is there for a lifetime.
Okay, maybe tukimaliza, maybe you tell us one thing that proves you as the best chef in Mombasa or the whole world.
As one thing that will prove to me I'm the best chef, I don't say that I'm the best chef, because there are so many phenomenal chefs out there whom they say that, Maliha, you have inspired me to get out of this shell that I'm in. They've gone above and beyond their own horizon. I'm just saying that I like to inspire and motivate people out there to get out of their comfort zone and just go after their dreams and chase after their dreams. That's who I am. I'm not the best, but I like to be the first one.
What are you promising Hilda Basi?
I'm not promising Hilda Basi anything. I'm just praising her, and I'm giving her congratulations that she did well, and I'm proud of her.
Any challenge that you go through as a chef?
I think people, they overwork us and they underpay us. That's the only challenge many chefs are having. Yeah.
Who inspires you in cooking?
In cooking, I can say Chef Gordon Ramsay. In Kenya, I have Chef Posta, and I have Chef Benjamin Nyaga as well. Yeah.
And facing the camera, maybe you talk to your fans also through your 26th training.
Yeah. So the 26th of May 2023, I'll be doing the first training, and I would like your support of encouragement. I would like your support in funding, because this is crowdfunding for donations. You can send your donation of any amount to 0706349213. My social media handles is Chef Maliha Mohammed, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. The name is still the same, Chef Maliha Mohammed. And yeah, be phenomenal or be forgotten. We don't want to be forgotten. We are the marathoners of the world in running and now in cooking.
Congratulations by the way for all those processes you have taken. And so tumekuwa na Chef Maliha hapa, and let's support our own chef. To support watu wengine wa nje ama wenye watu wa juu. To support Maliha mwenye tunamjua ametoka Mombasa na hapa Kenya pia. And thank you so much for watching this video. Maybe you may talk one word, may say any word you may wish.
For the Kenyans out there and the world out there, go after your dreams, chase your dreams, and don't give up. Never give up.
Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video, and let's meet next time.